Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the DUBAI Sevens. This one, France versus New Zealand. Now, out of the last 5 times that these two sides have played, New Zealand have been able to win 4 of them, but the one loss that New Zealand have suffered was actually in Dubai. But looking through at the starting lineup for the Kiwis, they will be as follows. Porty Lane, Paul is there, Miller, Michaela Blyde, Kelly Brazier, Tyler Nathan Wong, and Felix Hotham, the last woman in the starting lineup. Then for France, it will be Pell, Noel, also Jason, Grassino, Nissen, Yengo, and Graciet as the last woman in their side. So looking through at the starting lineup straight away for New Zealand, you will notice that they have not got any of those Black Ferns players such as Ruby Tui, Portia Woodman, missing from this one, Seta Hirni, Stacey Flula. She's actually in Dubai as one of the ambassadors for the DUBAI Sevens, but will not be playing in this matchup. New Zealand, they won up against the Fijians, they are showing, they won up against Brazil, I should say, 35 points to 5. They were showing the men's one for a second there. And Great Britain, they were able to beat them 19 points to 12. Now, whoever wins this game gets themselves a spot in the first quarterfinal, and that will be up against Great Britain, a team that New Zealand have already defeated. Whereas you look at France, they will be possibly, if that is the case, if New Zealand won, just saying if they did, then they would end up playing up against Spain, the loser of this contest. So, in a way, it's hard to tell who everyone would want to face because Spain are a tough side, that is for sure. So you probably don't want to face the Spanish, but Tyler Nathan Wong about to get us underway for this match. It's going to be kicked off long. Wait, no, how did New Zealand already play Great Britain? Surely that was a typo for them there because they couldn't have played them already if they were going to end up playing them in the quarterfinals. I feel like that was the wrong team that they have written down there. Either way, New Zealand won at 19 points to 12, though, which is the one thing to remember now. Grassino with the pass on the outside to Yengo, kicks it in behind, looking for some space, but Michaela Blyde's going to be back there to clean it up for the Kiwis. Bit of pressure on her. She's going to be wrestled into touch almost by Jason. Still doing extremely well, Tyler Nathan Wong, until France get in there. And they get the turnover. Now Yengo takes the quick tap, the draw and pass here for France. Grassino up the middle. Taken down 2 meters out from the line now. Off to the side, Neeson. She needed to find that pass one more, but Georgia Miller rushed up alongside Paul to be able to stop it. Now a couple more passes. Grassino goes herself, and that's the first try of the match for the French. And that will be within the first minute. So, yeah, the winner of this game, whether it be New Zealand or France, they will be going through to face off against Great Britain in their next match of the quarterfinals. In fact, no, that can be correct. Never mind. I'll take that back because Great Britain can still be in this same pool but finish as the third place team, which I believe may be what has happened here. I've just kind of had the realization along the way. And hello, Kiwi lads from Cape Town. Looking forward to a good match with lots of tries. I think New Zealand today you're still rocking, ladies rugby. Thanks. Awesome commentary, says Roof. We do appreciate you being here. This is our second last live stream of the day. It's currently almost 3 a.m. here in New Zealand. We started at 3:15 p.m. So we've almost done a 12-hour shift on and off doing the Sevens, but it has been a lot of fun. I also should mention we did a 7-hour cricket live stream in the middle of that as well. Grassino takes it nicely. Yengo gives it back again. At the moment, very nice work from France with the territory and the position, keeping it in their hands. 40 meters out from the line. Grassino has to run it backwards, trying to break her way straight up the middle. Kelly Brazier, half effort with that one. Tyler Nathan Wong, losing her footing. Now another short pass here for France, trying to break their way through. Nice run from Jasson. Back across onto the halfway line. Grassino getting driven backwards a little bit in the defensive line of New Zealand. Not the best pass. It's going to be a knock-on advantage. Tyler Nathan Wong takes it back, and now New Zealand look to attack with Michaela Blyde down the wing. She steps, but she's tackled well by Neeson. Miller back across now to the right. Short flat ball from Tyler Nathan Wong. It was flat, but Mahina Paul goes through, scores the try between the posts, and that will now be New Zealand taking the lead after this conversion is successful, 7 points to 5. Yeah, the next match that we are covering, it will be kicking off at 3:06 a.m. New Zealand time. That is Samoa taking on USA, two sides who have not lost a game yet in the men's side of the DUBAI Sevens. Both will be hoping go far. Same with these teams, though. The quarterfinals for the women tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm not sure whether or not we'll be covering those yet. It just depends on what time we end up getting back from our trip, but that's going to go over. 3.5 minutes left in the first half, already a quarter of the way through the match. The winner plays Great Britain, the loser plays Spain. Once again, I don't know who you'd rather have because both very tough sides. Spain getting themselves that upset win earlier on in the day. Great Britain, they can upset any team when they are on form. Nathan Wong, and which players are dangerous for these teams today, Hamish? 2 tries, already amazing stuff, fast-paced. So if I had to pick one key player for both of the teams, I would go Grassano so far for France, and I probably would have said her before the match as well, and she's just living up to that expectation. The number 8 for France, she is always involved. Then for New Zealand, I'd say it's either Michaela Blyde, number 6, who's just made that tackle, or you go with Tyler Nathan Wong because she's got the important kicking duties to be able to help the Kiwis towards a possible victory. But yeah, probably one of those two. And if I had to pick a second French player as well, I'd probably go with Chloe Powell out on that left wing. Very handy, but we've hardly seen her throughout this matchup as of yet. Now another nice bit of work from Yengo. It's knocked backwards, so it's going to be an advantage for New Zealand. It was in their tackle, so no need for the yellow card, the referee says. Going off to the short side once again. Yengo with a nice fend. Felix Hotham drives her very close to the touchline, still stays in the field of play, though. Yengo tries to pierce a gap. Wrestled down by Brazier. Another offload. Here comes the French once again. That was a hurdle. Luckily, she didn't stand on the player on the ground, or else that would have been a very painful experience. Still going, France. It's just phase after phase trying to wear down the Kiwi defense, but it has been strong so far. Almost a little knock on the ground there. The referee was right there, though, watching. He said it went backwards. First half still in this one. Nuala with a nice little pierce of the gap almost. 40 metres out from their own line. New Zealand still having to defend. It's like Yengo taking her time here. And she's been smashed in the tackle. It's a knock-on off a New Zealand hand, they've said. And the scrum will now end up going the way of France. But Yengo seemed to have no idea what way she wanted to go. She kind of sat there with her hands on the ball going, not sure. And then she picked it up and got absolutely bulldozed down by Pori Lane. And I missed you, the cricket. And there, as I says, Ruth, although depending on where you are in the world, of course, that cricket's starting at 3:20 p.m. New Zealand time. So it does mean, I believe you are in South Africa, aren't you, Ruth, if I'm not wrong? So a lot of that would have been going on while you were asleep. But a little bit of a sub here. Yengo going off. Lefors making her way out there. Is that an HIA that they're doing maybe? Or just they've decided that now is the time to make that change? Nice work. And the scrum from France. Gracier taken down. Once again, Neeson tries to go off to the left-hand side. It's a bit scrappy. And New Zealand with Pori Lane has been able to pick it up. She's going for the corner here. And the Thaw's not able to stop her. That will be the try to New Zealand. They will now have a 12-5 lead over France. So they've been patient. They've had to defend for the past 3 minutes, New Zealand. But finally, they get their chance with the ball. And Pori Lane, soon as she had that ball in hand, she was not going to make it too easy. Noel unable to make the tackle. It was a decent chase in the end from the Thos, the freshest legs out there on the park. But she still couldn't catch Pori Lane when she started finding her stride. And also, I missed your cricket. Yes, sleeping commentary. How was it? Who had a better day, Aussie or the West Indies? West Indies started off well, but unfortunately then from there ended up getting bowled out for around that 300 mark. Australia didn't enforce the follow-on, though, so they are batting 29 for 1. Usman Khawaja, just the 1 wicket lost for Australia. So starting the commentary tomorrow, I'm not too sure what time we will be beginning, just because I know that my friends are coming around at 11 and we're going somewhere that's 30 minutes away. So it just depends on when that is finished, I assume. But yeah, at some stage we will have some cricket commentary tomorrow alongside the DUBAI Sevens. Nice carry forward once again by Graciet. Halfway line. France are looking to try and continue attacking with Grassino almost gone through, but Georgia Miller straight over the ball, gets her hands on it, wins the penalty for the Kiwis as well. Now, okay, it's going to be a scrum. Is it for New Zealand? No, that was just What happened there? You can see the sweat dripping off Tyler Nathan Wong. Of course, Dubai. Normally, you got to feel that heat of the desert. And certainly going to be hot while they are over there. But Tyler Nathan Wong passes it across. Seems like New Zealand have some sort of set play planned here. Brazier goes out to Puri Lane now with a good fend. Flicks it back on the inside. Big fend as well. Now Brazier has her kneecaps taken out from underneath her. It's going to be a knock on against New Zealand. And that is half time. And Amish, we had a feast of rugby last month. What gave you coming up, or what have you got coming up between now and the Six Nations? So we have got the Champions Cup taking place. We've got the URC Gallagher Premiership. I believe they are the three main ones that we are covering, and also the Dubai Sevens and then Cape Town Sevens next week. It's the other one that we have got rugby-wise. Then alongside that, we've got a lot of cricket coming up in the near future, and maybe a bit of the FIFA World Cup as well. But yeah, there's still plenty of rugby. Like each weekend, we've got about 4 or 5 games of the URC, the Champions Cup taking place as well. There's still plenty to do on the Kiwi Lads channel. But Niall Williams, she'll be coming off the bench in this match. The same with Sheree Kaka. I wouldn't think those two are too far away from getting their chance. And also Alonzi, French girls, let's go, says it was Nate. And also we have got there, keep your cricket bud I make. Keep your cricket bud I make. Keep your cricket bud I make. I assume you don't want the cricket, Finton? Is that what that is? Maybe. All right, but yeah, we're still going to have the mix of rugby and cricket simultaneously. Make, says Finton. I think it's still autocorrecting. Or is it right? I'm male? Are you male? Well, I know you're male, Finton, but male only took 4 goes. Keep your cricket bud, I'm male. There you go. Okay. I mean, it's currently quite a bit of cricket emails. No. Gotta love autocorrect, don't you? I would have thought you would have used the word male quite often, Finton, if you are one, but seems like make is more often used on your phone. And hey, mate, is the Samoa coming up next? It is indeed. It's going to be in 10 minutes' time that we start that live stream. Samoa versus USA. That's going to be a good game. Both sides undefeated at this point of the Dubai Sevens. Ball's gone out from France, so New Zealand now have themselves the line out. But yeah, my prediction on the preview, I actually said that Samoa would win it. What did I say? They win it 26 points to 19. And I was like, mate, says Peter Stowers. And then I couldn't find the men's game on Sky, though. Says Talua. It should be there on Sky Sport 1 straight after this game, Talua. I believe it's the next one that they're going to be showing. But yeah, first of all, you'll have France versus New Zealand. A nice run. Michaela Blyde, she starts striding the first time we've seen her running and getting the legs going, and she will be able to score it quite comfortably for Michaela Blyde. But it's strange that they've got 2 fields. I understand why they've done it to an extent. They want to get all the games done and dusted in 2 days rather than taking the 3. But it does mean that there are a lot of overlaps. And a few games have been hard to find, such as Samoa, Canada. We actually commentated that whole game from looking at a live updating scoreboard and also looking at the way that the lineups were changing. That was how we did that game. I don't think anyone's called me out on it in the comment section either, which is quite good news for myself, because I thought that they might have been quite annoyed with that one. But I think it was kind of cool because we just had a general chat while watching the game. Okay, so we appreciate it, mate. Subscribed, says Talua as well. I do appreciate that a lot, mate. We have got all the games that we are covering on the channel. We just have a general chat about them while they're happening. So we will be doing that Samoa versus USA game as well. Who do you think's going to win it, Talua? Do let me know. Morena Roof, how's it the weather on your side? Says Nate. Hopefully not too bad. I know that we're 8 degrees at the moment, which is quite nice here in New Zealand. 5 minutes left. New Zealand with a 12-point lead. Nicely taken by France. They were the first team to score in this fixture. Sheree Kaka made a nice tackle there. Breaking through. Here come France. Great tackle on Grassano. She's lost her headgear, but still going to be going. Penalty goes the way of France. Tyler Nathan Wong. She's still not releasing that ball. Everyone's doing roly-polies on the ground at the moment. And the penalty goes the way of the French. They need 2 converted tries, like I mentioned, to get themselves the victory. But if they get themselves 1 converted try and a non-successfully converted try. That would be an interesting combination because I believe then it would go down to points differential for who gets to play Great Britain and who gets to play Spain. There's Chloe Pell. We haven't seen her today so far, but now gets the opportunity, trying to break through the tackle of Paulie Lane. It's like a takedown opportunity there. Paulie Lane unable to do so. Michaela Blythe trying to help her out as well. Now going short side, Noel. That leaves a gap because New Zealand committed way too many ladies to that breakdown. Now down the wing, running hard. Here comes Cara Nielsen. Or Neeson, sorry, I should say. Back across. Advantage in favour of France here once again. And go New Zealand girls. Says Peter Stowers, ball on the outside. Nice work. And now Jasson gives it off to France's other winger, or the French other winger, I should say. And that will be the try for France. It was a Valentina Lothos. 4th try in Dubai. She's on fire at the moment, the youngster. But New Zealand here, as you can see, it was Paulie Lane, Tyler Nathan Wong, and then Michaela Blythe came in off her wing. That opened up the opportunity to chase it hard on that left-hand side, or run it hard on that left-hand side, sorry. And then that was where that gap opened up for France to be able to attack back and get back into the contest. Blue 4 is going off the field by the sounds of it, which is Lou Noel. Got a few new names on their bench as well here for the French. The changes have been made. Now we are ready to go once again. It's kicked off long by France. Goes into touch. It does bounce in there though, so will be the line out for New Zealand. And come on, cousin Nathan Wong. Here's Nate there as well. 3 minutes. Still a long time in a game of sevens with 7 points difference. These two sides want to make sure that they are definitely getting themselves those last points on offer before heading into the quarterfinals. You want to keep your momentum going. Nicely taken by, it was the number 14, which I believe is actually Tarinati Tamaki, who has made her way off the bench. Now Brazier, another little bit of a step, tries to go around Chloe Pell, who's got her by the neck, and she's saying, no, you're not going nowhere. Tyler Nathan Wong short side. Michaela Blythe with the fend, trying to accelerate. Finds the offload to Niall Williams. Now she will get to stretch the legs since coming off the bench. And it looks like she will be able to get there. Or does she? Yes. She thought about trying to back herself in a one-on-one with the French fullback. She, in the end, decided it would be better to just get that try down. But 24 points to 12. Niall Williams. She could see the tracking runner coming across, as they said, and she had pace as well. The French, I think it was the French winger, in fact, who actually came from way on the other side, does the little stutter, and then manages to get over the line. Niall Williams, that should almost secure the win for New Zealand, I would think, with a 12-point difference. Tyler Nathan Wong just short of getting that ball over, so that will remain with a 12-point difference there between the two sides with only 80 seconds now left on the clock. Now, there's still a chance for France here as long as they score pretty much off this play. We have seen some quick tries in the Dubai Sevens. I believe the quickest is 8 seconds scored by the Irish up against Uganda. Kicked off high from Tyler Nathan Wong, goes short. It's going to be a knock-on against France, or at least the advantage now driving the legs hard. And there it was a Felix Hotham. Nathan Wong goes on the outside here. New Zealand having territory and position for a majority of the second half. Michaela Blythe, through she goes, and that will be the win now for New Zealand. 45 seconds left, and they get themselves another try, or do they? Okay, he doesn't have a clear grounding, the referee, so they will look upstairs, see if she did manage to get it down, Michaela Blythe. Or does she drop it? Nah, she slams that one down. It's going to be fine from Michaela Blythe. No separation. And it is going to be another try for the Kiwis, moving up to 29 points on the board. Nice ball from Titamaki. And then Michaela Blythe, she's done extremely well to stay on her feet there. And then well and truly drives hard at the line. It's always a fun battle when you see her versus Jasmine Joyce in a foot race, because those two are speedsters out on their respective wings. Nathan Wong taking her time with this kick. Does go over. 13 seconds left between these two sides. Then we are transferring straight over to our next live stream, which is going to be Samoa versus the USA. And it is going to be a very entertaining game. I have a good feeling about it. It's the last game of the night that we are covering on the channel, so I hope it does deliver. Because if it doesn't, I will go to bed disappointed. Not really. It's been a pretty good day of sport. Cricket, rugby sevens, nicely taken there by by France. They do wear blue, but they are not Samoa. 40 meters out from their line, looking like they're going to have a bit more of an attack here, France. See if they can get themselves a bit better on the points differential. It doesn't really make too much difference. They will still be going through. Chloe Powell almost having a knock on there. Caleb Blythe looking to strip it. Not quite able to. Now back across. That will be the knock on. A double knock on into the game. And now we will be transferring over to Samoa versus USA. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all in a very short moment for the next Sevens Live.